consumption of oils especially. It's a concentrated source of fat. So today we're going to be talking about how to saute, how to cook without oil, but still create a lot of flavor and texture. Actually, I appreciate the food so much better now that I cook without oil, because you can actually taste the individual components, the individual vegetables, instead of just tasting the oil. So the first thing we're going to do is add our onions. This is a veggie stir fry. And when we use onions in the beginning of the cooking, it's actually going to help coat the pan with some of the liquid and the essential oils. So we're going to start doing that. The pan is hot. So we want to hear that little sizzle when we add the onions. And you can add sweet onions, red onions, whichever you prefer. And onions and garlic have a phytonutrient called allicin, which has been shown to help fight cancer cells, and is also protective against diabetes. So it's something that we really want to consume, and when we eat garlic, we can crush it, and that actually helps to activate that allicin. Smells delicious already, just the onions by themselves. So the star of the show really is portobello mushrooms, and we have sliced them here. But you could actually make this stir fry a couple times a week using different vegetables. So you can use eggplant instead, or in addition to. You could cook some beets. You could add butternut squash. Butternut squash, if you are cooking with butternut squash, I like to cook that separately and kind of add it at the end so that it doesn't break apart, because it's a little bit more tender. But you could definitely add sweet potatoes. There's so many things that we could add to the stir fry, into the fajitas, but we're gonna keep it with the portobello and a pretty simple stir fry. So the next ingredient is gonna be carrots, because they do take a little bit longer to cook. I do like my vegetables to still have texture and still be crisp, so I don't cook them for a long time, but depending on your preference, you might wanna cook it a little longer. I do keep the peel on the carrots. So we know that fiber is usually bound to that peel, so we wanna keep that as much as possible. And to season these fajitas, I make my own fajita seasoning, and I use garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, paprika, just a combination of different spices. And we have shared this recipe with you. So we're gonna link this to the video, but if you go to nutritionstudies.org, you'll find the portobello fajitas with the fajita seasoning as well. But if you don't want to go through the trouble, you can buy one that's already prepared. Just be careful with added preservatives and a lot of sodium, so want to keep it low. And you can also use individual spices like oregano and paprika. So it can be as simple as that. You don't really have to worry too much about it. Tailor it to your own taste. Okay, so next we're going to add our peppers, and these are red and yellow bell peppers. There we go. And as you can see, no sticking. Look, no sticking to the pan. We are using that liquid. Now you can deglaze your onions to add more flavor, and you can do that with a little bit of vegetable broth or water, or even a little bit of cooking wine. White wine works really well here. So keep that in mind. Get creative. All right, so I'm going to add the mushrooms now. I have here the mushrooms. And I'm using portobello today. Portobello mushrooms have that meaty texture that a lot of people miss when they start eating more plant-based foods. So portobellos are great to be grilled, to add them to sandwiches, or stir fries, just as this one. And they also give out a lot of juice. So that's how we are gonna cook this without not even a drop of oil, not needed at all. All right, I'm gonna add more of the fajita seasoning. Hello, thank you all for following and commenting. Love carrots, love oil-free. There we go. I'm adding here now a little bit of tamari. All right, so what do you use besides oil? So besides oil, any liquid really will do. You just need a little moisture to the pan, and you don't want to cook at high heat because that really will stick your food to the pan. You want to cook at medium heat and just stir a little often. Once the mushrooms and the vegetables give out the juice, you'll see there's no sticking. Look, no sticking to the pan. Perfect. So now I'm going to add some smoked paprika. And you can use smoked paprika, you can use liquid smoke. I like this just pure liquid smoke with nothing else added. Or you can use them both if you like. And now is when I add the garlic. So I have a garlic press. I encourage you to crush your garlic because then you have, that Allicin more available to you, and it just tastes delicious. So if you don't like a strong garlic taste, you want to add it in the beginning of your cooking. If you like more garlic taste, towards mid or end of your cooking. You see, these fajitas really come together in a matter of minutes. Within 6-7 minutes, your fajitas should be ready. And again, make them your own. So we'll add zucchini now. Look at that color. I love it. Like when you look at this, you already know you're getting so many nutrients, lots of fiber, and you're not sacrificing not a little bit of taste. This is actually even better tasting than any meat fajita out there. There you go. So here, we could just keep it like that, or, if we're following Dr. Esselstyn, or, we're trying to add more greens to our diet, then we're adding kale, spinach, a lot of different greens will come in really nicely here. Also broccoli, cauliflower. I love to switch it up. So I'll add some corn, just for texture and color. Oil-free since 2015. Wonderful. Congratulations. By the way, if you make these recipes and you like what you're seeing, post some pictures. We would love to see pictures of your creations with us. And if you change something or add another vegetable, we would also love to hear about that. Okay, great. Now, my fajitas would not be mine if they didn't have cilantro, because we love cilantro, so we have some fresh cilantro leaves here. And think of herbs also as greens. They also provide not only taste, but lots of nutrition. So go crazy with your herbs. This is not only super high in fiber, but also very, very low in fat. Now you could have this with some greens, or you could have it with grains like rice or quinoa. Let me get my tortillas here. So the tortillas, I just warmed a little bit in my toaster oven. You can also warm the tortillas in your on your stove, however you like, so they're a little bit more flexible. And you can add guacamole, salsa, jalapenos. The possibilities again are endless. Oh, it smells so good. I'm gonna add our fajita vegetables here. I'm gonna top with some shredded cabbage, and we could add sprouts in here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Let's make another one. We cover different topics. So if you want to follow us on Facebook, you'll get to watch all of the great creations we've been working on over the last few weeks. And we also have a page on Instagram and Twitter. I'm going to add a little bit of salsa.